Hi, welcome to Paleo Greenbird. This is Greenbird, and today we're going to try and find some horseshoe fungus. Horseshoe fungus is a bracket fungus that grows off of birch trees, and it's excellent for coal extenders. You can scrape the bottom of it for tinder. It's just a really versatile mushroom. In fact, I've even read things that say you can boil it and eat it, drink the water, although most of what I've read says that it tastes terrible, so I wouldn't recommend it. But for the sake of it being a coal extender and useful for tinder, we're going to go ahead and find some, and I think I know where we're going to be able to find some. So we're going to take a quick walk here. I'm in Maine, so I'm blessed to have a good amount of birch trees. A lot of Maine is just nothing but pine. I happen to be in an area that has a mix of pine and other types of trees as well. Here's a birch tree, but this one's pretty dead. It does look like there's actually some horseshoe fungus way up there, but that's too high for us to get right now. So I'll save that for another time. It's always good to know where it is, in case you need it in the future. So here's a good example. There's a there's a horseshoe fungus right here. It's not very dried out though. As you can see, the bottom of it is very white and I don't know, kind of milky, or has a different texture too. But I can see up top here, see if I can zoom in on that. Can't really see because it's so bright. There's another one right there, and it's much darker. So that's the one we're going to take. Try and keep this in camera view while I knock this off. I'm a one-man show, so I don't have a cameraman. It's very stubborn. I can't believe I'm having such a hard time getting this off. There we go. Alright. Came flying at me, actually hit me. So, where is it? There it is. So here we are. So you can see why it gets its name, the horseshoe fungus. Looks a lot like a horse hoofs. I guess it should be called the horse hoof fungus, but it's not. It's actually a really cool looking fungus. It's usually brown on the outside. Seems to have two tiers to it, and by that I mean there's just like there's a top level and then there's a bottom level. I don't know if maybe it has more than two tiers on some of the bigger ones, but I've never seen it. And when you flip it over, you can see the bottom of it is pretty brown, very similar to like a chaga or something like that, but this is not chaga, although chaga does grow off of a birch tree, so you know, I'm sure it has some similarities, and that's probably why, from what I've read, you can boil it down and it has medicinal properties. But trust me, everything I've read says that this stuff tastes disgusting. It's technically edible because it won't kill you. But so is grass. So what you can do with this is a number of different things. Let's zoom out for a second. So you can take this and you can either scrape off that brown part, you can use it for tinder, so it makes a nice dust. This one's a little bit damp. I'd probably put it in my pocket for a couple hours, or I don't know, dry it out if I could. Or you can just kind of carve a little hole in there. You can drop your coal right in that hole, and it's a great way to transfer your coal from one site to another. I mean, you probably get, I'd say, at least an hour out of this, and probably 2 hours. And the best way to do it is to, once you carve this out and drop your coal in there, you can wrap it up with maybe some birch bark or maybe something less flammable, so that it just really smolders instead of burns. You get the most out of it. And every once in a while, maybe just pull it out and blow on it just to make sure it keeps going. But I've done this before, and it works really well. So hope you enjoyed this video on horseshoe fungus. If you have any questions about it, let me know. If you like the video, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe. You know, if you guys like these kind of videos, I'll do some more. If you don't, tell me what you'd like to see, and I'll do my best if it's in my knowledge base or my wheelhouse. And until next time, this is Greenbird signing out, and I hope you all get a chance to get out in the woods and have some fun. Bye.